Hey, hi, hello there. Samir here. And I'm starting off this climbing session with an easy V2. Or, at least I make it look easy because that's what I do. been a while since I've uploaded on YouTube. Took a little bit of a hiatus, but we're getting back to the swing of things. Look at that. Easy money. So smooth with it. I hate my life, so I decided to do a V5 slab right after my warm-up because that's obviously what you have to do next, right? Especially when you're a novice. But yeah, I don't remember this grade too much. It could have been rated as a V4, and I don't remember. This climbing session was a couple months ago, but this is how I feel about it. Most of the grades that I'm sharing today are what I would grade it, especially from the looks of it and how I felt when I was on the boulder. And I put my right foot on that volume and it just didn't feel right. So my friend suggested to put my right foot on the volume right after that, or right next to it. And that also didn't look right, just putting my weight all the way to the right and being more unbalanced. But I mean, I wouldn't know. Like, look at me, I look lost. I just gave up on life right there. And I decided to move on to this blue V2, this easier climb, because I needed a confidence boost. Okay, and the only way I was going to do that is to flash something, so I decided to flash this blue V2. Easy money, easy work. Okay, call me a hater, but I don't like it when I do not progress on my climbs, and I was not progressing on that slab. It was embarrassing. Okay, so yeah, I decided to do this, and I felt good about my life. I was on a high flashing that V2, so I decided to knock my ego down a bit with this red V7, and this was definitely a V7 because I've attempted this before, and I remember failing a lot at it. But I felt like a new man after flashing that V7. I felt like I could do anything I want right here, and I was wrong. I was clean wrong. And so what happened here was I got called out for doing the same mistake that my friend did that I called her out for, and I was just too stunned to speak.
The amount of disrespect.
I found it very disrespectful how she held me accountable for the words I used and used them against me. I thought that was messed up. I thought it was rude. And matter of fact, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say how I see it. Okay, it was just not nice, and that was messed up, and that hurt my feelings. So I decided to do this V4, and I failed the first time pretty badly. I couldn't grab it, and yeah. So one thing I noticed after my climbs, after like watching these clips again, is a lot of times I laugh, I smile, even if I fail, and that brings me a lot of joy, noticing that I'm having fun even though I'm failing a lot, because it feels like I'm having fun. Sometimes it gets frustrating, but overall, like, I try my best and I'm enjoying the journey, and I'm glad to have found this sport and get some. What am I doing? I'm in a little crunch position. What is this? That was the solution I did? Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, finished climb. Pretty nice. Have you ever been surprised about what you've done, what you accomplished, or like what you're capable of? Cause like that's happening to me right now. I'm surprised I did that, and also I'm started bleeding on my elbow. I just want to show you guys my little boo boo. Next up is this slightly dihedral V4, and I thought I was gonna breeze through this boulder real quick, but I was quickly humbled by slipping onto it. And as you can tell, I felt embarrassed. I looked around, no one was around me, but still, I was embarrassed. And next, I was like, I'm gonna crush this next one. And then I tried to crunch up into this position, and I couldn't, so I had to give a quick laugh after that. And this right here, this is awkward. I accidentally stepped on one of my bracelets, and I had to keep readjusting my foot to get out of the position, and I just kept stepping on it, and that took so much time and energy that I lost balance and fell down. So after the 10th time of telling myself this is my last attempt, I had to make sure this was my last attempt, and I had to make sure this attempt was worthwhile. So you're gonna see some magic onto this climb. It's nothing too great. It's just some regular old, gotta get in a curl in a ball real quick so I can stand up. Just stand up, the best climbing advice there is. Get a little speed up just so you're not seeing me struggle to get to the next steps. And then In this dihedral, I had to really do drop knees to make sure I could fit in there. I kind of realized, like, with these dihedrals, you gotta do some drop knees, and I'm just readjusting my foot so I can get a little higher, so my hand can actually touch that volume up top so I can finish the climb. And I barely touch it with 2 fingers, and I'm gonna count that as finishing the climb. So to cool off a bit, because my whole body's shocked right now, I decided to do this yellow V3 where I do a poor man version of the splits to get to the next holds. And I had to do a foot swap here. Looking back at my climbs, I always wondered what I could have improved on to make the climb easier, to set myself up for the next moves a lot easier. So if you guys have any advice on that, please let me know. Like, for instance, like, what could I have done to not do that foot swap? Was there anything besides like being stronger? And yeah, if you have any advice, please let me know. I'd be much appreciated. So this one right here for this climb, it would be much easier if I realized that there was a volume to my right that I could utilize. much easier. But yeah, it was a nice climb to, you know, problem solve, and I'm glad that I did it. So here's this red V7, the only bowler where I'm willing to draw Little Timmy for beta. He has his left foot on a heel hook, his right foot just on the fold. His 2 hands on the starting holds, it simply just reaches up with the left hand to the pocket and then brings his right foot up and his right hand to the big sloper next, and then he does a little foot swap to get his left foot over while stepping to the other hold with his right foot. Simply leans back with his right side to generate more momentum and steps to the hole that we were just at so he can jump up and fly like an eagle. Damn, do you hear them vocals? Hot garbage. But we're gonna act like it's clean though, because he flew like an eagle. And then he just simply just grabs that little hold up top with his right hand while pressing with his left hand on the sloper while smearing his feet onto the wall, and then simply just brings his left foot up to make sure he's able to complete the climb, and then simply stands up. Best climbing advice there is. Timmy just stands up to finish the red V7. What a clean dude. Here's my attempt at the boulder. Spoiler alert, I do it incorrectly. I try to static it which it felt right at the time, but looking back at it now, if I was struggling that much to get to the next hold and it didn't look like I could give room for my right hand to get to the next hold, it's probably a dino move. But it wasn't clicking with me. I stare at the boulder like I'm solving something. Like I'm solving something correctly. I'm not. And guess what? I'm explaining my beta to my friend like I'm I'm a genius, but I'm not. So anyway, if you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.